obviously, our effort was tremendous to hold them to as big a team as they are. They only got 5 offensive rebounds out of 31. So, so they're around 15%. The second thing, 24 assists to 6 turnovers, is something I'm extremely proud of. Our screening and our passing were excellent. And in fairness, when you shoot the ball like that at home, you're gonna win. You combine it with great defense, you're gonna win it. You're gonna win easy. And I was just thinking walking in here, we've played 3 straight years, and they got a different team every year. I've had 2 point guards in the last 5 years. Steve's got, every year we play, he's got a different point guard. He's got a different best player. So, it takes time to build teams. And he's got, I'm looking at his lineup, Riley, Brown, freshman, Hands, Wilkes, sophomores. Obviously he's relying a lot on Hill and Cody Riley, Singleton, Bernard, they're all freshmen. So it's just a first road game for them. Obviously a tough night, but really proud of our guys, our effort, and our crowd obviously was, once we got it going, the crowd was awesome.
Did you think you could out-rebound that team by 13?
No. I thought our effort in the first half, there was about 4 rebounds where they had it. They had position, they had length, and our guys just kept scrapping and knocked it out of their hands, and then we got the loose ball, which I thought those were huge, because if they grab it and dunk it, they're still in the game. When we went on that run, there was at least 4 of those where somebody found a way to, even Kane Broom's down in there fighting and scrapping for the ball. So our effort was awesome.
What did you say in that first media timeout after they had a pretty good first couple minutes?
Well, first of all, we act like we didn't know they were going to try to push the ball at us. That was, but sometimes you haven't played a team that runs like they do. It's a little bit of a shock. But we couldn't get organized. We weren't organized defensively. And our whole thing is, for us, that's why I didn't even press tonight, because I was so concerned about keeping them in the half court and getting organized. Because when we're organized, we're excellent in the half court defense. So that was my whole thing about finding a way to get organized. Because even when you're not, you're going to give up shots, and then we gave up 4 points. 4 of their first points were second chance points. So when they came that first TV timeout, they had 2 putbacks. So, and it was all just, we were never organized. So that's really what we were talking about in that situation.
It was one of the best games Nasir Brooks ever played.
Yeah, but hopefully he's got a lot more in him.
Yeah.
I thought he had 2, we ran, Moses is a freshman, so we tried to go with a couple cross screens on him. Hopefully he didn't see him coming. But Nas finished twice on those plays. Great screens by Jaron, great entry passes, but those are 5 big points when we were pulling away. The more Nas learns how to compete and play at a high level with his size, he's got a chance to be a major factor in our conference. Give himself a chance to have a career after here. He's got to keep working on his athleticism and his competitive cardiovascular toughness, I would say.
They're not the same player, but to be able to bring Ellie in when he gets in some foul trouble and really not have a drop-off in terms of...
Well, the other thing, you're bringing in a sophomore for a junior. Steve's on the other end putting in freshman for freshman. So, but it's a big factor. Ellie's in the league. So you look at those guys, and they played a combined 33 minutes, and they had 11 rebounds and 16 points. That's high production. 6 for 8. They're 6 for 8 from the field with 11 rebounds. And you guys, Ellie is just getting to the point where we've been able to change the splint on his left hand on the finger that he broke. So he's still not really where we can throw him the ball a lot. We just didn't publicize it early. But the first month he played with splint on his left hand.
Keith again, 19.
Keith told me it was Michael Jordan flu night for Keith Williams. The things these guys say is fun. It keeps you young. So I couldn't even talk to the team. I was laughing so hard in the post game.
I saw he had the breathe right strip on the nose.
He's got to breathe right on. He said he knew that. He said that he was walking back. He was coached December 19th, 2018. Flu night for Keith Williams. I think Jordan had more than 18. And I don't think he banked in 2 threes.
He's got, if that's a regular shot for him, he's made like 5 of them now.
Well, his development is key to our team. Keith is, him and Trevor and Kane and Logan and Rashawn and all those guys. So, we just got to keep trying to get better and make sure we continue to develop those guys. Obviously, Jaron had, he was huge in the first half, but he had 19.
Yeah.
So as impressive as he was, is this starting to be almost expected?
I think it's just a process of learning how to, between, he knows now I'm trying to get him, he knows where I'm trying to get him involved. Some teams play him differently, so he's got to do a better job of passing against a team like Mississippi State. It's all over him. You got to get fouled. You got to be a better passer. Some teams, if they're going to stand there and let him shoot, he's got to shoot it.
Did you have to remind Nas to play offense to
At times, yeah, he didn't. Nobody ever threw him the ball. He was, when we signed him, recruited him, they never threw him the ball. Never. He played with Trayvon Duval and some other high-level guys, and his job was to block shots and get out of the way on offense. So it's been not only has it been teaching him, it's with confidence as well. So I keep trying to tell him, he can be as good as he'll let himself, allow himself to be with his work ethic. Keep trying to build his confidence on offense. But literally, Bill, he never touched the ball, and he played at prep schools with high-level guards, so he didn't touch it all summer, and he didn't touch it all winter. Unless somebody was working him out, he never got the ball in real games.
A lot of talk after the Mississippi State game. They go 12 for 23 from 3, and then you come in tonight and go 12 for 21.
But coaching's a lot easier when the ball goes in. It just is. You're over there trying to draw it up into the basket, and you're struggling. Coaching is a lot harder.
With their length, was it a good night to be on from outside?
Yeah, well, it helped. It helped. But I thought the key was we had to turn them over, which we did. They had 8 or 9 at half, and try to get out and get some baskets, get moving in transition. We had 0 fast break points the other night. It's an area where I got to do a better job, and we got to continue to improve. But it helps when the ball goes in. Instead of worrying about how to stop the other team, it's nice when they can't stop you. It's like an off night for the coach, to be honest with you. Yeah,
Great.
well, I heard Coach Huggins was here tonight, so I hope we made him proud with our effort, and I hope he gets home safe. But I'm not meeting him wherever he's at right now. I'm going home. So